Now, there are a lot of new rumors going around about Porsche's next hypercar, the successor to the famous 918. Now, the biggest rumor surrounding it is gonna be a pure electric. Now, if that's true, I think it's a big mistake. I mean, especially considering that the successor to the Ferrari and the McLaren P1 both came out, and they're still hybrids. Now they have their own problems, but they're still ICE engines. And Porsche going electric this early, no, I don't think that's the best move. I really think they should just stick with the V8, or maybe put in a new hybrid V6 or an inline 6 like the 911s, and make an ICE version of the car. Because electric, let's face it, electric hypercars aren't that exciting. I mean, part of the hypercar feel is the engines, the feel of the engines, the sound of the engines, and in an electric car, you don't really get that. Sure, you can push artificial sounds into it through the speakers, but let's be honest. From the outside, a $30,000 family electric car and the Porsche hypercar, they're basically gonna sound the same, because electric motors don't make any sound. That's the problem. They're all gonna be silent. And it's not like they're being forced into doing this. I mean, McLaren and Ferrari didn't do it, so Porsche didn't have to do it either. So I think they should just kept the V8 if possible, or just made a V6 with a V6, more tuned V6 or Formula 1 V6 or something like Ferrari did. And if Porsche made turned the V8 into a V6, nobody would have complained, because the V8 wasn't the best part. Nobody who likes Porsche is obsessed with them having V8s, because Porsches are well known for their V6s and how great their inline 6s and how great those engines are. So they just could have gone with a 6-cylinder hybrid with 1,000 horsepower. They could have done it, but the rumors say that they're going electric. Now, it's not confirmed yet, and I hope it's not confirmed yet, but if it's true, it'll be a big letdown, especially considering the rumors surrounding the design. Now, apparently the design is going to be wild. It's going to be a completely different design, not something you see from Porsches. I mean, if those design leaks are true, this will not look like a Porsche at all. It'll look like something else, and that's a good thing. I mean, that design I saw, it's a little polarizing. Some may like it, some may hate it, but it's a different design. And the problem with the 918 was obviously the design. Now, design-wise, at least the Porsche is going to be catching more eyes than the Ferrari and the McLaren. But if it's an electric hypercar, yeah, I don't think it's going to be valued the same, because electric cars have a lot of issues, let's be honest. The main issue is the batteries. No matter how great the car is, how expensive the car is, the batteries are going to degrade over time, and they're going to have to replace it, and it's probably going to be really expensive to replace it. I mean, even the hybrid hypercars, battery replacements are costing a lot of money, and I don't think anyone's going to want to pay that much money just to get their battery replaced. And the second thing is range. I mean, this is a hypercar. This is all about aerodynamics and performance, and that involves losing a lot of weight or not gaining weight. And electric cars, because of the way the batteries are, it's gonna gain weight, and that's gonna be an issue. So they're gonna have to work really hard to go around that and make sure the car is just as agile and you don't feel the weight at all. It's a lot more work to go into it. So yeah, that's another downside of making the hypercar an EV. And honestly, I hope it's not true. I hope it's just a rumor and they stick with the V8, hopefully, or even the 6-cylinder. And in terms of design wise, they can potentially, for the first time, beat Ferrari and McLaren because their designs are interesting at least. But nothing's confirmed yet. We don't have any official picks yet, so I'm hopeful. I'm hoping that this is a different car, not the same car that they used before. Sorry, the same car that they showed in the renders, I mean. So here's fingers crossed. So yeah, that's what I think about Porsche's next coming hypercar, the successor to the 980.